Good morning, guys. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Market just opened up. Seeing a little bit of sell off there. We got psychological level there at 25,000 on the head. So that's pretty well expected that we have a little bit of hold up at that level. Hope everybody's doing good. Um, so I had a DA moment or dumbass moment. Um, I thought I had gone ahead and passed the profit of the evaluation on the trade day influencer cup, but because I made 2750 one day instead of exactly 2700 on the head, I needed to make 159 170 something. I need 50 more dollars to pass. So literally in the trade day dashboard it says I've completed the evaluation by 99.46%. They have no leeway in their evaluations like Top Step or other firms where you can have plus or minus half a percent. So I need to make about $50 on that to pass. Checking out Red Folder News this morning, we had Empire State Manufacturing Index at 830, which was orange folder. And if we go back over here and take a look at 830 candle, right there, you can see the high and low of that candle has already been swept, so that's of no interest to us. We do have some other FMOC speakers coming out later today to be wary of. Member Miran speaks right now at 9:30, and then we don't have another one until 12:30. Going to do a speed run through the promos here. Apex, all these promos are good with code SOPF. If you guys would, if you buy an account with any of these firms that I go over here, please use code SOPF at checkout, and they will keep blessing me with accounts to give away. So we got Apex Trader Funding, 80% off all accounts with $85 lifetime PA fee. Blue Sky Trading is 25% off all accounts. They have no activation fee on majority of their accounts. Buellnox, 83% off option 1 accounts and 45% off option 2 accounts. They do have 1-day pass on their evaluations, and you're allowed up to 11 funded accounts. Day traders is 90% off trailing accounts, 80% off static accounts, and 40% off straight to funded. They have 100% profit split and automated payout approval. Funded Futures Network, 50% off all accounts, no activation fee, and buy one, get one free. Funded Next Futures has a good deal for new users who have never traded with them before. You can get 25% off a legacy account for a new user or 15% off a rapid account for a new user, but that is only if you've never had an account with them before. Existing users is 10% off all accounts. They have no activation fee on those. Funded Ticks also has a new user deal. You can get 35% off all accounts for your new user first purchase, or 20% off all accounts for existing users. Lucid Trading, 35% off all accounts. That's their evaluation test accounts or their direct accounts. My Funded Futures, 5% off with the free Scale Flex add-on. Fidus propfirm, who's sponsoring the giveaways this week, is 80% off OTP accounts. That's their one-time payment, no activation fee, or 60% off evaluations. Take Profit Trader, 40% off all accounts, no activation fee, daily payouts, no consistency, and you can have 5 accounts with them. Really unmatched. $102 all in for 50K. The Futures Desk, 60% off all accounts. That's end of day or static with no activation fee. Tick Traders, 50% off all S2F Plus accounts and bundles. Trade Day is 30% off all accounts with no activation fee, no consistency, and uncapped payouts for the most part. And Tradeify, 30% off all accounts. That's the advanced growth and straight to funded with 5-day payouts. We are waiting on Tradeify to drop us a Tradeify is going to run a flash sale. I just got word of that. So they are having a 40% off flash sale on all 25K, 50K, and 100K accounts. The sale does exclude the 150K sizes, but it's 40% off on all the 25K, 50K, and 100K, whether you want advanced growth or straight to funded. Unlimited use in the deal is good till October 20th. That is with code SOPF. So if you've been thinking about grabbing some Tradeify accounts, now would be the time to do it. Just waiting on that promo to get updated on the website there. So market push down here. Swept out this little low over here. Did not take out these equal looking lows, but we do have a nice setup here. We are up over 200 points on the overnight session, but we saw that Asia high and low was formed. London did take out Asia high, pushed higher, and we still have London low and Asia low as two areas of liquidity. On ES, same story. Asia low and high formed. London took out Asia high, but we still have London low and Asia low as two good areas. And same with YM. So that's a good sign. No SMT there. So we're going to wait till about 9:45, 10 o'clock before we want to pull the trigger here on anything and look for a trade. Anybody got any questions? Good morning, good morning. No real news today, just that 8:30 orange folder news. 80% off is a good deal, crazy discounts. Yep. I agree. But yeah, that Tradeify sale, like I said, if you want to grab something, that would be a good time to do it. I'll let you guys know once it's live if you want to pick up some accounts. So let me put the giveaway up on the screen for today. I forgot to do that, and I need to reset everyone's bread. So 10:15 giveaway. I do have a dentist appointment today, so we're going to do it a little bit differently here. We're going to open the giveaway at 11, and I'm going to run the entries until 11:30. You will still need the 25 bread, and it'll be a 50K fundament or 50K swing account for today. 50K swing evaluation. And that'll be one to the winner. That's a nice count. You can swing in those. You can hold a position overnight. So let me go ahead and reset everyone's bread here. I'll pull it into view so everybody can see. Going to reset the bread. That's one reset, two resets, three resets. And just so everyone is on the same page on how the bread works, I'm going to put it right here so everyone can see. The loyalty system is active. The loyalty name is bread. That's why I call it bread points. For every 10 minutes, you will receive a payout of 5 bread or 5 points. And then as you can see right here, YouTube payouts are based on viewers' chat activity. If they do not chat, they do not earn points. Typing bread over and over and over does not earn you points, we have found out. So you actually need to be active in the chat. The loyalty points is the bread. That's how the giveaway works, funded night. So you can see right here on this message, we're going to give away a FIDUS propfirm account. You need 25 bread or 25 points. And that is how you earn it right there. Anybody got any questions? No, basically you just need to keep the stream open and you need to type at least 1 or 2 regular messages probably every 10 minutes for your points to get awarded. So people were complaining yesterday that they weren't getting any points, that their points weren't chasing, but the only thing they were typing was bread over and over and over and over. So you need to, at least ask a question, drop a comment, say something about the market, be active. Another thing I want to bring up, I've got Save on Prop Firms has let me know that a couple people that have won accounts have won a free account completely free, no cost, just for being active in the stream. And now they are DMing them or messaging them back on Twitter, asking them to pay the activation fee for them. I'm sorry, but these accounts are provided from Save on Prop Firms. Those accounts are provided to Save on Prop Firms from these partnered prop firms for free. What benefit would it give them to come out of their own pocket to pay an activation fee for someone else if the account that they give away was a free promotional thing? So if you guys can't afford an activation fee for an account, you shouldn't be entering into the giveaway, to put it bluntly. So if you win an Apex account or a Fidus account and you know that account is going to have an activation fee afterwards, please let them know or let me know in chat before we select you as the winner, because that's basically a waste of an account that could have gone to somebody else. There will be giveaways for accounts from other prop firms and probably from Fidus in the future that do not have activations. But for people to come out and basically nag them and say, hey, can you pay my activation fee? Can you pay to activate it for me? I can't afford it. Like, I don't understand why they would need to do that. And quite frankly, I think it's a little rude to ask. You got to be able to get out there and hustle and make some money on your own somehow. So that's what I'm going to say about that. If you can't afford an activation fee, you shouldn't be in the running for a giveaway for an account, unless it's a no activation fee account. So market push down here, swept out these equal lows. We did have some equal lows here bouncing off of London high, having a little bit of retracement there. Like I said, I want to try to be as fair as possible, but I also don't want to waste these accounts on people that can't use them. If you can't use it, you should let somebody know if you do win it, or you shouldn't even take part in the giveaway. It's just, I think there's been 2 or 3 instances of that already that they've told me from people that have won accounts on these streams. And it's just kind of like a waste, because now you've got this account that you passed and you can't activate it. And it's cool that you passed. I mean, that's cool. That's awesome. But not really much that can be done. And if they were to activate, let's say, one account for somebody, if they were to go ahead and activate it, and then word got out that they paid to activate someone's account, then everybody would expect them to do that. You activated an account for Bob over here, why can't you activate it for me? So, rant over. So we got a 5-minute fair value gap here. And we just had a sweep of this low. And we have a singular 1 minute right here that formed. And some equal highs resting up here. So price just inversed both of these 1 minutes. Or is about to inverse those. So what would the risk to reward be on this trade if we looked for an entry at the retrace here? About 160 ticks. That's the wrong one. got 160 ticks here to 250 tick take profit on a long. So if we can get a retrace right here to this top inversion high, I'll try a long. See if we get filled here. What was that? So it only filled on some accounts, but not the other accounts on Apex. Okay. I'm just going to flatten this. I'm not sure what the hell just happened there. So some Apex accounts filled, but some did not, with no pending open orders. Trade day wasn't even active there. What is going on with TradeSync? Let's see if we can get trade day to activate here. Kind of a bad day when your damn trading tools won't work. Can't really place any trades here because TradeSync all jacked up. Let me check and make sure all my accounts are flat real quick. Yeah, on my Apex account. Some copied, some did not. some accounts are only down $56, while other accounts are down $100. It makes perfect sense, let me tell you. Pulling this over here so I can sign in, not show you guys my passwords. Lost $58 on the Tradeify account, no biggie there. And the trade day account luckily wasn't enabled. I only need $50 on it. Okay. So while we wait for my trading software to work here, so it looks like we're connected there on Tradeify, Lucid, and Apex, but we are not connecting to trade day. Just waiting to see if we can connect. Looks like I was in too early on that trade on them inversions, but I'm sure that got a lot of people as well because it inversed 2 1 minutes with nice displacement there. Respected that 5 minute after sweeping that low, but it went even lower down below the VWAP. There, trade day is connected now. Let's see if I can enable it. Nope, still won't enable. Just spinning. Come on. Hell of a pump there on NQ. Too bad I couldn't be a part of it. Kind of scared to place any trades here with the software acting all janky. We're at 25,000 psych level. Prices above seems to be holding. Lots of volatility there, though. Lots of volatility. Can't get that damn one account to connect. Yeah, you're right on that, Georgia. Big price swings do mess it up. That's why you can see on these Apex accounts, some of them filled. Some of them only filled for one contract. And some of them didn't fill at all. I'm waiting for Trade Copia to come out with rhythmic support, and then I'm going to try that. Okay, so TradeSyncer just dropped a message here that said we're seeing a high volume of sudden disconnects on Tradeovate connections. This started immediately after changes on Tradeovate's back end, and we're observing systematic failures on Tradeovate's side when we attempt to re-establish sessions. Root cause, Tradeovate backend changes are causing disconnects and blocking normal reconnection attempts. Our platform automatically reconnects drop sessions by design. However, Tradeovate servers are currently unresponsive, so those attempts are refused or will stall. Because of the large number of users trying to connect through Tradeovate, manual reconnect attempts are adding load across the ecosystem. What you can do now: hold off using Tradeovate connections for the moment. Avoid repeatedly reconnecting manually. If you have access to an alternative connection broker, consider using it. We are talking to Tradeovate trying to rectify the issue. So in other words, don't use Tradeovate with TradeSyncer right now. You gotta love it when a company just straight up makes it unavailable to chat. You can't do anything. Missed that whole move there. That equal highs was the draw. So let's see if we can get us a trade here on these Lucid and Apex accounts now that they're all out of whack. Price going for previous day high there. Previous day high was taken on ES and YM, but hasn't been taken on NQ yet. So we just had a 1 hour candle close on the hourly. Look at the wick on that thing. That's a hell of a wick there. Like one of the nastiest wicks I've seen in a long time. Straight hammer candle. New 1 hour candle just opened there. In a macro right now. So let's see if we get that previous day high sweep. We do have a singular 1 minute fair value gap here. Price is also in a 4 hour fair value gap. Let me lock that. So we got a 4 hour fair value gap. Previous day high, a sweep of this level. So let's see what we get here. We're going to get a higher time frame SMT. Are we going to take out that previous day high there? Or are we going to leave it? There's the previous day high sweep. We do have that single 1 minute there. So price just swept this high. Into a 4 hour fair value gap. Which is also previous day high. So I may be looking for a short somewhere up here. Glad I didn't try to get in front of that moving train there. We do have 26,000 psych level coming up here. So I may try a little scalp move here. We'll set one sale right at 25,100. 100 point stop loss, 200 tick, take profit. Just to see if we can try out this little strat I've been talking about. See if I get filled here right at 26,000. The high there was 96.75. See what happens here once we touch 25,100 psych level. All right, we're filled. Looking like we're just going to blast right through it. Let's see if we get a push back down here or if I just get immediately stopped out. And once again, only some of my orders on Apex got copied over. I want to know why the hell, if they say it's only a Trade-Evade issue, and why am I connected back to trade day? I disconnected that. There's your 10 points off that entry. See if I get filled down here. I'm going to move my stop to 111, which is 2 ticks above that high. If we get 100 ticks, I'm just going to flatten this out. 80 ticks, 85, 87. Give me 100. Let me see 100. 94, 98, 100. Flattened. So I'm pretty much back even on the day now, but for some reason, just some of these accounts are not copying. And it's a little frustrating to be paying for a product that's not working. So I told TradeSyncer here that rhythmic copy issues are well, and it's not just Tradevate. And they replied and said it's a higher load on our servers with all these Tradevate issues, so that could potentially happen. So I'm glad I went ahead and took that out. The low of that candle was 70.75. I got out at 74, so I'm okay with that. I got in at 25 100 basically, one tick off, and got out at 74. So a little 25 point scalp there. Wasn't a bad trade. So even on the day, I guess what I'm gonna have to do, I don't really want to continue to trade these accounts when they're not copying. But I also don't want to trade everything separately. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to log in to trade day on this account right here and see if I can get my little $50 that I need. So we're going to do an order, limit buy, stop loss down here. Because I think we came down, we respected this 1 minute fair value gap here, and it looks like we're building a big bull flag. So I'm going to go under that low. The low of that candle was 70.75, so we're going to go 72.5. 2 ticks below, and we're going to go for exactly, basically a 1-to-1 here. Now I'm going to wait for the close of this candle to see if we inverse this fair value gap or not. If that candle or that fair value gap holds again, I will probably try a short here. But with that being down so low, I'm going to try my stop down here. So we're going to do a market and see what we get here. Market order in, risking about 78 ticks. So be ready to flatten here once I get the little 50 or 60 bucks that I need, or we can just set it to this high. So up $27. If we get up to 60 here, I'll flatten out. There's 30, 35. Oh, push back there. We do have that 25,000 psychological level there. That's why we're struggling. All right, get us up there to 60. Or we might just leave it at that high there, up 55, 59. $25,000 really struggling. Should have went ahead and flattened there at 60. I see 60 again, we're going flat. $54, $56. We're going to go right here above this high. That'll give us the 60. Really? 97. High is 97. You just didn't fill me. You touched my order but didn't fill it. That's always fun. There we go. All right. So you guys can see I got $65 in profit. And just to make sure here, we're going to go to Trade Day's website and I'm going to log in so I don't look like a dumbass again. to show exactly how much profit I need. Here we go. All right. Days traded, passed. We traded 10 days out of 5. Consistency, completed. 99.4, or consistency, keep trading. Completed 99.46% of the profit target. So I had $9,123.78, and I needed $9,173.07. $9,173. We got 9,189. So now we have officially passed for the second day in a row, when I thought I had passed it yesterday, the Trade Day Influencer Cup account with 0 resets. So now we will be joining the funded leaderboard, and we will be the only one up there unless Kellyanne passes today with 0 resets. I thought I had passed it yesterday, but I was literally $50 short. So you guys can't see it, but over here it says 99.46% complete. So now we are good to go because our balance is 9,189. We need 9,173. Okay, trade days out of the way. Make sure I'm flat. There are no open positions. There are no working orders. We're going to log out of that account. Okay, let me catch up on the chat here. How do you manage when this copy trading issue pops up? I go into each broker, each Rhythmic account that I have. I log into the Rhythmic web app for each account and make sure all accounts are flat. And then I log into each Trade of 8 account one by one through the Trade of 8 website or through TradingView, because I have the Trade of 8 website and Rhythmic desktop app blocked. And I go in and make sure everything is flattened out. And hopefully we'll get an announcement back from TradeSyncer that the issues have been fixed. So thanks for that question, Pro Trader. Yeah, 25K, 100, Georgia, 25K, 100, and 25,100 and 25,000, both big magnet levels then. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Hopefully to continue the same momentum in the funded stage. Let's see if we got any updates in the TradeSyncer Discord. Nothing. It's a tough decision here on how to play this. I could log in and trade each account separately through Quantower, or I would have to renew my Quantower license. I haven't renewed it to trade with multiple prop firms since I've been using TradeSyncer. So I could do that and trade Apex and Lucid together through Quantower, copy trade between both of them with their local copy trader. Or I can just take this small loss on the day, this $10, $20 loss I've got there, and just call it a day. But when my tools break, it makes it a tough decision here. Yeah, I passed Moxie. I hope that's correct, Georgia. Shit. I got taken out, Lee Chris, off the long that I attempted this morning. So I attempted a long off open when we swept this 5 minute right here. So we opened up and price swept this 5 minute. Sorry. So we swept that 5 minute right there. Why price was in and respecting this 5 minute fair value gap. And then I entered based on right here, price inversed this fair value gap and this one at the same time with some nice displacement there. That was a nice up close candle, but then immediately came back down and stopped me out. So then the copy trader, even on that trade at around 9:45, went all haywire, and I didn't. Trade of eight's been all jacked up. Rhythmic's been all jacked up. I tried another trade up here off a psych level at 25,100 for a little scalp. So I was filled at 25,099.75. I closed the trade out at 25,074. So like a 26 point scalp there. And the copy trader still didn't copy some trades over for some reason. So I haven't placed any more trades since then, except on the trade day account, which I got my little $65 worth of profit that I needed that I didn't realize I needed. So that account is now passed. So let me see, guys, is that Tradeify sale live now that I was talking about? Doesn't look like it's live. I'll let you guys know once it goes live, though. Take me a quick bathroom break, guys. I'll be back in a minute. Looking to see if there's any update on the coffee trader situation, and I'm not seeing anything on their Discord, which makes me very wary of taking a trade. I had to think about how I want to play this. So I'll be back. Y'all continue to hang out, chat amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm back. Let's see here. See if the copy trader is working again. Wait for a setup here. So if we look here on NQ, we took out the high from 1010 on NQ. ES did not take out that high, and YM did not take out that high. So I'm going to try another short right here. Stop, be about 80 ticks. We'll target 50% of this range, which would be about 25,007. So about we'll say 400 ticks. So we're going to try a short, see if it copies. That's supposed to be 400. Stop up here. So once again, some Apex accounts are still not copying, and some are. So this needs to be, we'll go 25,010. We had SMT up here at the highs. Price gravitating around that psych level of 25,100 again. Yeah, I saw the news on the Tradeify Cup launching. Let's see if we get a push down here, if we just blow through my stop. Still no announcement from TradeSync. The only basis for the short that I'm in is that psych level at 25,100. Lots of consolidation, and SMT at the high, targeting 50% of the range at 25,007. So we're 25,010, 3 points short. I'm going to give us a flush down here. Lots of back and forth consolidation in this area around this psych level. I'm going to give us an old flushy here. Here we go. Move lower here. Like to see this top 1 minute inverse, or this top 1 minute fair value gap that's been tapped into now 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Would like to see it inverse for confirmation of a retrace here. I'm going to give us a flush down here. We got about 136 ticks, 130, 150 ticks of risk on here. So if we do flush down and I get up to 130, 150 ticks of profit in this trade, I'll probably just flatten out since the copy trader's still all out of whack. You can see down here that those Apex accounts that didn't copy everything over. Some accounts only copied one contract. Some other accounts copied two. It's supposed to be two contracts on all the Apex accounts. So no update from TradeSync on anything yet. Got about 6 minutes here before the giveaway will open up. And we'll run it from 11 to 11:30. I do have a dentist appointment this afternoon. That's why I'm doing it a little bit earlier today. Not looking good here. Hopefully this psych level holds and we see a push down. Lots of consolidation still going on. And looking like I'm going to get stopped here. This consolidation is pretty bad. Mean looking head and shoulders form there if this right shoulder holds, but not looking like it's going to hold. All right, opening the giveaway up. Give me just a second. This is going to be for a 50K swing account. And the giveaway is running. Command is target smashed. Let's see if we hold here and we go lower. If we inverse this 1 minute, I'm going to add another contract and hopefully TradeSyncer copies it this time. Come on. Are we just going to consolidate here the whole rest of the day or what? What in the world? Either take me out already or flush this thing. All right, Tradeify sale is live, guys. If you guys want to pick up a Tradeify account, it just came through the pipeline. It is 40% off all accounts, 25K, 50K, and 100K accounts. That's advanced, growth, or lightning straight to funded with code SOPF. 40% off. So if you're wanting to try Tradeify, now's the time to do it. Y'all make sure to hop on that flash sale. Try to get us some accounts from Tradeify to give away in the next coming weeks. Code SOPF if you're going to grab one. ES continues to go down. YM is in a downtrend. NQ is the only thing holding us up here. I'm going to try to disconnect both these accounts on TradeSync and reconnect them. I'll try add one more contract here. There we go. Now we copied onto Apex. We're going to do this one the same level. There we go. Nice. Nice push there. Let's hope we get some continuation. We did just inverse that just barely. Come on, keep pushing us down here. Come on, keep flushing here. ES moving lower. NQ did get that break there. YM bouncing off of the VWAP. Big push back up from NQ there. Come on, flush us down, flush us down. Don't go right back up into that range. Come on. Going right back up into that damn range. Gonna go for about a 200 tick. Take profit here. We do have a 1 minute fair value gap here that is currently holding. We need it to continue to hold. We take out that low, I'm going to move up my stop above this high here, which the high of that is 25.85.25, so we're going to go 25.85.75. New low on ES. All right, now we need YM and NQ to follow suit. New low on NQ. There we go. So I'm going to move my stop down to 85.50. There we go. Up over 100 ticks on this entry here. Seeing some retracement here. Let's see, continuation down. We need YM to make a new low here. We had a new low on NQ and ES, but not a new low on YM. I'm going to flush this on down. Flush it down. So we're up about 100 ticks. Keep flushing for us. New low on NQ again. ES, no new low. YM, still no new low. I'd like to see the rest of these fair value gaps here. Inverse, this bottom one especially. Looking for that one to inverse. Hey Wisdom, what's up? How you doing, man? There's that bottom one I was talking about. We need price to hold this order block right here with that 1 minute fair value gap. So NQ new low, YM no new low, and ES no new low. So we take out this low. I'm going to move my stop into profit. I'm going to move one of these up to 37, which is, no, 27, sorry. We take out that low. I'm going to move my stop to 25,070.50. Yeah, my damn copy trader, trade syncer got all out of whack. That's why I've got different quantities on all these different accounts here. Some Apex accounts have 4 contracts open, some have 3, some have 2. Pretty annoying. Come on, give us that low sweep there so I can move this stop up. Sweep out that low. Good, good that you're green. I'm going to go ahead and move up to 70.50, even though I'm probably going to get stopped. And just in case price does come up, we're in profit there. Let's get the continuation down here. You guys got 7 minutes left to enter the giveaway. 7 minutes. Yep, getting stopped. If I don't get stopped, it'll be nothing but luck with how close that is there. Come on, flush it. Flush it down. And there goes the stop. And I'm still all out of whack on my positions here. So we just inverse that. So I'm going to try a long right here. Got those equal highs sitting up there. Let's see if we pull back up there. Or if I get stopped out. Now everything seems to be in sync on TradeSync. Come on, push us back up here. Four minutes left to enter the giveaway. We did have SMT down there at the lows with YM. So the 11-12 candle was not taken out on YM. But on NQ and ES it was, and I'm getting stopped out. If we get stopped here, yep. Alright, so now we're going to try a short, because that swing point, we just inverse that. High time frame for me would be a pullback at least to the 50% level for continuation higher. That's what I would like to see. So that's about 25,007. Our 62% level is 980. So we'll set one for a buy at 007, or 2 points ahead of it. And then we'll go 25,000 on the head for the other one. Come on, keep flushing us down here. I'll move this down even lower just to see if we get filled on that first one. Need about 20 points here. Just inverse this cluster of fair value gaps. That's good. All right, giveaway is closing up now. The entries are done. So I'm going to give it a minute to see if this target gets hit here. Almost there. 10 points. Target one hit. Right there at the 50% mark. Going to move this into profit on the runner. And the VWAP level is 986. So we'll go 987 right before the VWAP. See if we get filled on that. Hitting 25,000 psych level, almost there. Just gonna flatten. All right, we're out. Okay, back to small green. Took more trades than I wanted to. But we're back green on the day. Major copy trader issues today. Made about $100 on our Lucid accounts, and roughly anywhere from about 150 to 175. 150 to 190 on our Apex accounts. So they were kind of all over the place with the copy trader issues. All right, so the entries were closed. Only had 6 people get in. So not sure why you guys didn't enter. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll do a spin wheel. So here's the 6 people. Not sure why you guys didn't enter. So copy these 6 people, then we're going to take the 6 people, we're going to paste them in, 6 right there, add them to the list, and we're going to go ahead and spin. So, hold on, what'd you say, Adias? What time did the bot close? Okay. The bot closed at 11:33, and Adia's message did come in right at 11:33. So I'm going to open it back up. Adia, go ahead and hit target smash. Same thing happened yesterday. Somebody typed it in right before. So go ahead and type in the command. Get your entry in. Try to be as fair as possible. If you look at the chat history, Adia did type target smashed right before the bot closed the entries. So get him added. You got to type, there's no space after the exclamation point. Remove the space, gamers. Remove the space. I guess you two got lucky. Not really much I can do about it now. All right, there we go. 9 people, closing entries. Gonna enter 9 people there. 9 people got in. So 9 people. We're gonna spin it. Winner gets a 50K swing account from Fidus Prop Firm. So here we go, spinning the wheel, spin, 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 and the winner is of the Fidus Prop Firm 50K swing account is Joggly Meister. Joggly Meister, congrats on winning an account. You need to send a DM to Save on Prop Firms on Twitter, and they will get you the account. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Tomorrow, I'm going to give away a 100K Fidus Prop Firm swing account. Friday, we're giving away a 150K Fidus Prop Firm swing account. That's the big boy account. And we're also going to give away a trade day 50K intraday account. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a good day.